Good afternoon, this is Darnell from Porsche of Ocala. Just wanted to take a moment to show you the 2016 Macan S. This vehicle is black with a black interior. Macan S is quite a unique vehicle. It has an SUV body, but drives just like a sports car. Starting in the front grille, you have active vents that'll open and close on their own to help control the airflow going into the engine. And on this vehicle is extremely useful. And once I go around the whole vehicle, I'll go back around to that because you can see it underneath the hood. This vehicle does have the xenon headlights with the 4-point LED daytime running lights. And because this has the Premium Package Plus, it has the PDLS, so you get a cornering light as well to help with visibility. The vehicle has a sport design side mirrors, so the sport design mirrors will actually match the paint of the car instead of being a matte color, as well as have this opening to help with airflow going around the car. Because this has the Premium Package Plus, it has Porsche's entry and drive system, which on the door handles is kind of hard to see right now, but you have a little notch here so you can lock the car, and then you can also put your hand inside the handle, and using the sensor that's in the handle, it'll unlock the car as long as the key is within 4 feet of the vehicle. Yeah, it's 3D design taillights. The Macan's the first vehicle to get the 3D design. The vehicle has the quad exhaust on the Macan S, but this one specifically has the sport tailpipes. With the Premium Package Plus for this year, you get the rear view camera with the parking sensors. The power tailgate is standard. Also a part of the entry and drive system, you get an additional button here underneath the hatch. The one on the left is just to close the hatch. The one on the right will close the hatch as well as lock the vehicle. You have tie downs inside in case you want to keep something from flying around in the back. Full-size temporary spare. And you can adjust the height to the tailgate, which is also a wonderful feature that Porsche has added to these vehicles. So if it was inconvenient for you to have it go up all the way up, you can always lower it just by a few inches if you wanted to, and put it at the height that works best for you. Again, it's a black interior. In the back seat, you have a 40-20-40 split with the seats, so you can use the center as a pass-through, or you can have either side down, or you can bring the whole thing down. You have heated seats in the rear with the Premium Package Plus. You do have vents in the back to keep your passengers nice and cool. Going up front, you have the memory package. So you have 3 buttons on this side as well as the passenger side of the vehicle. So you can set the key as well as the memory seats. So it's a 14-way seat, so you get the nice extension for your legs, give you a little extra comfort on longer trips. This vehicle does have the lane change assist, which you can activate by pressing that button right there. The Macan is the first vehicle to get this newly designed steering wheel that came from the 918 Spider. It's a multi-function steering wheel as standard with paddle shifters. On one side of the steering wheel, you have your volume control. You have your steering wheel button, which is the diamond-shaped button, and then you have the button to answer the phone. On the opposite end, you have the button to hang up the phone, your back button, and the roller. The back button and the roller are to operate the TFT display, which is right here. Now, this is a wonderful addition to the instrument cluster that Porsche added a few years back. This will allow you to navigate through pretty much everything you would need access to without removing your hand from the steering wheel. So if you scroll down using the roller on the steering wheel, you'll go from the main vehicle menu here, which is showing you your coolant temperature, your oil temperature, and your oil pressure, and you can customize this gauge so you can see battery voltage, your longitude, latitude, elevation, so on and so forth. I can show you where that option is. So we'll scroll down, and you have the audio function, so you can see the radio stations as well as cycle through them, as well as your presets. You have your phone function, so once your phone is connected, you have access to your contacts and call history. You have your map, so it can match the layout of the PCM navigation here. So if you wanted to, you could have the radio up in the center, or you can have your map here in front of you, or vice versa. This navigation option here works in conjunction with the map, obviously, but it's separate from it as well. So your last destination will show up here, but while you're utilizing the nav, this will show you your turn-by-turn directions, as well as show you how far away from your next turn that you are. You have your trip computer, tire pressure, torque distribution. The Macans are all-wheel drive, so this will show you how the power is being distributed between the front and rear of the vehicle. And then back around to your main menu here. Once you go into the main menu, you have access to your info, which is going to give you messages that might come up in your system. You can check your oil from here because there's no dipstick with these vehicles anymore. With the limits will allow you to set, speed warnings, and then you have access to your settings. And this is what makes this so great. You can access majority of your settings right from the steering wheel without having to take your hand off the wheel. So go over to the PCM. You have pretty much all those same functions, just a little bit more detailed. One of the other things that makes the Macan very unique is one of few SUVs that's powered by a double clutch transmission as a standard option. Typically double clutches are upgrades for most vehicles, but all of the Porsche lineup, the Macan lineup, has the double clutch transmissions. You have your dual zone climate control as standard. With the Premium Package Plus, you have the heated and ventilated seats on the driver and passenger side. You have your standard sport mode, PSM, electronic parking brake, off-road mode, considering it's an all-wheel drive, so it'll change how the all-wheel drive will operate, and then your automatic start and stop. The sport mode is going to change the throttle response as well as the points when the car shifts. And then this automatic start and stop is going to deactivate the engine when you come to a stop to help save on fuel. You do have some controls up top for your home link, your light controls, park distance control, and then you have the controls for your panoramic roof. So I'm just going to open the shade to give you an idea of what this looks like. It really opens up the interior of the car, makes it feel a little bit bigger. You can tilt the roof, or you can have it open about halfway, and I'll open it up so that when we go back outside the vehicle, you can see what it looks like. You got the screen that comes up automatically as soon as you open up the roof. Let's go back out front and take a look under the hood. Macan S is powered by a 3-liter V6 twin-turbo engine. Produces 340 horsepower, 339 pound-foot of torque. And as I mentioned before, the vents up front are very functional. The air actually is channeled through the hood, giving a kind of rare air effect that goes directly into the intake system. The Macan is very performance oriented. You can see the very thick strut brace up top. It has a very uniquely shaped hood that kind of wraps around the fender and wraps around the headlights. And this is the 2016 Macan S. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thank you.